everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this absolutely beautiful stitch. So this one is great for blanket. You can see it's quite a close texture. It's really thick and squishy as well. It's a 2-row repeat, so it's really simple once you've got going, and I would say it's suitable for all skill levels, but obviously just as long as you're already familiar with the stitches, you'll be fine to go. So it's a reversible stitch because I think both sides are equally as beautiful, but they are different from one another. So you've got this side, which I would potentially class as the main side, and you've got these lovely stitches that overlap the ridges, which create a really lovely texture. And then when you turn it over, you've got these twisted stitches, which also look really beautiful, I think. So I would definitely say it's a totally reversible stitch, but both sides are different. So with this one, you get lovely straight edges on both sides, as you can see here. And you can use absolutely any yarn that you like and just use whatever hook size your selected yarn recommends. So as always, you'll start with your slip knot on your hook. And you're going to start with your chain, and you're just going to do your chain in an odd number. So whatever width you want your project to be, just make sure it is an odd number. So yarn over, pull this 1, 2, 3. So if you just complete your starting chain in an odd number. So once you've got your starting chain, you want to work into the 5th chain back from your hook. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our 5th. And into this 5th chain, you're going to put a UK treble. So do remember I'm using UK terms, so my treble in the US would be a double. So yarn over, insert into that chain, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you'll do a treble again into the next chain. So yarn over, straight into that next chain, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to simply put 1 UK treble into every single chain all the way along. Okay, so I've worked my row of UK trebles all the way along. Now this next row is what I'm going to class. So this one is our setup row, our foundation row, and then the next row that we do now is going to be row 1 of the pattern repeat. So this row will be the one that creates these beautiful crossed, so you've got some crossed stitches, and then they also come down into the gaps as well, and you get that really lovely effect. So you're going to turn your work around. You can chain 2 if you prefer. I'm going to insert my hook straight into the top of this very first stitch just here and go through the whole of the stitch. Yarn over and pull up, and yarn over, pull through 2. And then I'm going to chain 1. Okay. And then, so that is our stitch worked for the top of the first treble here. You're then going to skip the next treble, which is this one here, and so around the one after that you're going to do a front post treble. So you're going to yarn over, and then like I say, you're going to skip the next treble, and you're going to work behind the next treble, and you're going to pop your hook back out the other side like so. So I'll show you that one more time. So you'll yarn over, and then you'll go behind the treble, and then yarn over and pull up, and you'll complete your stitch as normal. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then what we want to do is a half treble. But what we're going to do, we've got the skipped treble just here. So you've got the one that you've just worked your front post round, and then you've got the skipped treble. And you want to work your half treble into the space like after, when you're looking back, that skipped treble. So you've got post treble, the skipped treble, and you want this space on the other side. So you'll yarn over, and then you'll insert your hook in the space after that skipped treble, yarn over and pull up tall, and then yarn over, pull through all of those loops. Okay, so then again, so you're always going to be working that stitch as in two, if you like. So you're going to be working pairs. So then again, so you can see here we've got the one that we've worked our post stitch round. So then you're going to skip the next one and you're going to front post treble around the one after. So yarn over, skip one, go around the back of the next treble, yarn over and pull up and complete your treble. And then you're going to work your half treble into the space behind the skipped stitch. So that's the one we've just worked. This is our skipped treble. So you're working it in between the last post stitch that you did and the skipped treble, so in that space. So yarn over, insert into the space, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through all of those loops. I'll show you one more time. So again, you'll skip the next treble and front post treble around the next. And then going back to the skipped treble, you're going to work in the space in between the skipped treble and the last post from the other set of stitches. So yarn over, insert behind that treble all the way through, yarn over and pull up tall, yarn over, pull through all three. And you'll just work those two stitches all the way along. So the front post treble and then a half treble in the space. And then I will meet you as you get towards the other end. So as you get towards the end, you should have two normal trebles left to work and then those skipped stitches. So you'll work your last two stitches as normal. So you'll do your final front post treble around that very last normal treble and then back into your space. You'll do your half treble and then into the top of those skipped chains you're going to put one half treble. So just anywhere near the top of those skipped chains you'll do a half treble or half double in US. So that is how this side should be looking. And you can see if I turn it over, you've got those lovely wrapped around stitches over the ridge, which look really nice. So that is row 1 of your pattern repeat. So for row 2, you will turn and again straight into this very first stitch. You'll insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then behind the vertical post of the stitch, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both. And that gives us a treble height stitch, but without gapping that you would get from doing a chain. But if you would rather do a chain 2, that's fine. And then row 2 is simply one treble into every single stitch all the way along, and you're going to be working through the whole of the stitch each time, so through the V's. So you've already worked the first one, so you'll go into the next and just do trebles all the way along. So one treble into every single stitch. So as you get towards the end, you need to make sure that you're not missing any stitches. So you'll have a last proper treble to work into. And then you've also got the little starting stitch from the beginning of the last row that you'll also need to make sure that you work into. If you're not 100% confident on keeping your edges straight, then please do use stitch markers at the beginning and end of each row so that you can keep your edges perfectly straight. So that is row 1 and 2. You can see we're starting to build that lovely corded ridge pattern, and on the back it's those crossed stitches which are equally as beautiful. So you're ready now to start another one of the row 1s with your little groups of stitches. So again, you'll turn, insert into that first stitch, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both, and chain 1. And then you're ready to skip your first treble and then do your front post around the next. And then going back in front of that skipped stitch, you'll do your half treble and always pulling up nice and tall. And again, you're ready to repeat those 2 stitches all the way along. And then once again, as you get towards the end, you should have 2 of your normal stitches left to work and then that little funny treble from the start. So you'll work your final stitches as normal. and then you'll work your final half treble into the top of that stitch. And you will start to look like this on the one side, and then you'll have those beautiful, let me turn it the right way up, there you go. You'll have those beautiful dipped stitches that come over the ridges as well. So you'll repeat those 2 rows over and over again until your project is as big as you want it to be. So that is how it will start to look after you've built up some rows. You can see you've got that really wonderful ridged texture with those wraparound stitches, and the back is really beautiful as well. So you can finish on any row, it doesn't matter if you finish on a row 1 or a row 2. But yeah, that is it for the tutorial. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this one. If you have, please remember to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment, let me know what you think. But I'll see you for another tutorial really soon. But thank you as always for watching, and bye for now.